Alright folks, so this is a SICCE Whale 500, which I am using on my 75-gallon tank, and I don't know, but can you hear that noise? So this is the second time since I've had this filter that I've heard this rattling noise. So what we're going to do today is we're going to clean out the pre-filter on the stem in the tank, and we're going to take this filter apart and we'll do its initial cleaning on it basically. Alright, so let's pause for here and we'll continue once we get things moving here. So here's my pre-filter off the SICCE 500, and as you can see, evidently I've been neglecting it. Oh. Alright, so that looks pretty clean enough. So let's get to the other part and get the filter out and go from there. Alright folks, so this is pretty simple. Basically I'm just going to unplug this and then I'll show you how to disconnect the thing and pull this thing out. So let's unplug it, which is simple right there, and you see the noise stops. Then, I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's a little slide handle here, and if I just pull that out, so now you can see it's pulled out, and I can just pull this the hoses out. So now the filter is ready to come on out of here. So let me move my light here, and I've got to move my warning. So this is my warning in case the guy decides to leak on me. It'll alert me. I'll just set it over here for now, and let's get this filter out. I gotta set the camera down a little bit so I can get this thing out. So give me 1 second here. Alright folks, so you can see I've got it apart, and it's really not that dirty. I already dumped the canister, and if you can see, it needs a little cleaning, so we'll just spray it out. Put that out. So my canister's good. So looking at the filters, I mean, they really don't look that bad, but I'm going to spray them out. So let's get to that. Okay, so these are the bottom course pads, and as you noticed, I'm using regular tap water. And you know, some folks will tell you, oh, you got to use tank water to clean your filters and all this. Yeah, that's bogus. Yeah, I'm going to lose a little bit of beneficial bacteria. That's a fact. But you know what? That tank is full of beneficial bacteria. My substrate, the plants, the decoration, everything in there It's full of beneficial bacteria. And trust me, you're not gonna lose it. Now if you had a newer tank, maybe, but my tanks are well seasoned, so I'm not worried about it. I do this with all my filter media. I spray it right out here with regular old tap water. If you do yours in tank water, well, you just keep doing it that way. But in reality, you don't need to. You can do it just like I'm doing it. From there, now the biomedia. So all I'm going to do with the biomedia, basically just do this. Get the mold off of it. Spray through the bottom. Like I said. And that's it for this. Now, the only thing left to do is this. So this is what was rattling. So let's see why. Let's unlock the top. Come on, baby. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. Come on. Yeah. Well, you look down inside there, you see it's pretty mucky, so that's let's see if we can find a better way to. Oh yeah. See what happened? Push that right out of there. Alrighty. So that part's pretty good. Let's clean the rest of this guy off here. Okay. Let's see if we can get this to go back together right. Alrighty guys, so I've had trouble with this in the past. So sticking this thing in here, it tends to want to go to one side or the other. But can I get it to? See, that's my point. Nope, it's not going down in there. And this is the problem I've had in the past, is getting this dang thing so let me see if I can just push this down like so. Ah, come on. Yeah. Alright guys, so I'm gonna have to do a pause here till I can get this piece of crap figured out here. So, well. So I know I didn't get to show it on camera, but literally what I had to do is take this cover that has the white stem on it, put the little rubber bushing on the end of it, just barely, and then push it down so it sticks in the hole, and then just drop the impeller in there, and then push this thing in here and get it to reline up and everything, and then lock it in place. So that's how you do it. Sorry I didn't get it on camera because I was kind of frustrated trying to figure out how to get it in there and work, but that's really it with this. So now the only thing left to do is put this back on, and you gotta remember this thing has notches here, okay, and the notches will go on the notch right here like so, and you gotta get these babies out. And I believe she's in all the way. And you hook the bottom, slap the top, like so, and that's it. I got to dry her off and put it back in place, and then we'll suck water in because it has a way to do that, and we'll get her done. Alright folks, so I got it all dried off. It's put back in place. It is not plugged in yet because what we're going to do now is we're going to prime it, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So up on the top of my tank here, as you can see, this is my export, which pumps water back into the tank, and that's flow control. This one is your primer. So literally you just turn it, and just pump it a few times here. As you can see, it's filling up the canister, and whatever's in that pipe is blowing out. As you hear, and once it stops bubbling, then I'll go plug it in, and we should be set. And there you have it. She's done bubbling. So now the canister is full. So let's get her plugged in. This ought to be fun to find the end of the plug. Slowly, but sorry about my one-handed camera action. Kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Ah, there's the plug. So, so there you go. She's plugged in, and as you can see, I think the intake tube and extake tube is probably full of junk, and it just spewed it all over into my tank. But that's fine too, because it'll all clear up in no time. But my big concern is, guess what? I don't hear that clicking noise no more. So maybe that means I need to service it more often. Because since I've had it, I had a clicking noise previously, and I took it apart and cleaned it, and it wasn't that bad. Just like this time, it wasn't that bad, but the impeller got, you know, something in there that was causing it to click. I don't know if that's a SICCE Whale 500 issue. I don't know, but I've had it happen twice now on this particular canister, and who knows? But maybe it's me that's not servicing the intake pre-spilt filter sponge enough. That could be the possibility, because I've been lazy about that and I shouldn't be. But anyhow, that's my service on a SICCE Whale 500. And as you can see, I don't have any noise again. It's dead silent. So that's what I like to see. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys.